Daily Horoscope Analysis for Gemini on June 6, 2025. Greetings, curious Gemini. Today's cosmic configuration presents a particularly fascinating day for those born under the sign of the twins. As we examine the celestial patterns for June 6, 2025, we see your ruling planet Mercury forming a harmonious trine with expansive Jupiter, creating a powerful boost to your already impressive communication skills. The day begins with the moon in forward-thinking Aquarius, illuminating your 11th house of social connections and future goals. This positioning creates an intellectually stimulating atmosphere that perfectly complements your air sign energy. You'll likely feel a strong pull toward group activities and collaborative projects, with your mind buzzing with innovative ideas that could benefit your community or social circle. What makes today especially significant is the water sign influence coming from Mercury in Cáncer, forming that beautiful trine with Jupiter in Pisces. This adds emotional depth to your typically analytical approach, allowing you to connect with others on a more intuitive level. Your words carry extra weight today, infused with both intelligence and empathy, a powerful combination for persuasion and meaningful exchange. In your professional sphere, this is an excellent day for presentations, negotiations, or any work requiring verbal dexterity. Colleagues and superiors will be particularly receptive to your ideas, especially if you can demonstrate how your creative solutions address emotional needs as well as practical concerns. Those working in media, education, marketing, or technology fields will find their insights especially valued and may receive recognition from authority figures. The Venus placement in Leo adds a warm, dramatic flair to your third house of communication. This enhances your storytelling abilities and adds a charismatic quality to your interactions. You might feel drawn to express yourself more colorfully than usual, perhaps through writing, speaking, or artistic endeavors. Short trips or interactions with neighbors and siblings also fall under this house, suggesting pleasant exchanges in your immediate environment. Financially, the day shows moderate stability with potential for unexpected gains through communications or intellectual property. The Mercury-Jupiter aspect could bring news of additional income opportunities through side projects involving your verbal or written skills. However, Venus in your third house might tempt you toward impulse purchases of books, gadgets, or local experiences. Be mindful of small expenses that could accumulate quickly. For Geminis in romantic relationships, today offers a wonderful opportunity for meaningful conversations that deepen your connection. Your ability to articulate feelings is enhanced, allowing you to express emotions you might typically keep intellectual distance from. Partners appreciate your willingness to be vulnerable while maintaining your characteristic wit. Single Geminis might find themselves attracted to someone who challenges them intellectually, possibly someone you meet in an educational setting or through mutual friends, courtesy of the Aquarius moon's influence. Health-wise, your mental energy runs exceptionally high today, which could translate to nervous tension if not properly channeled. The Aquarius moon encourages social activity that benefits your mental health. Consider group exercise or team sports that engage both mind and body. Pay particular attention to your shoulders, arms, and hands, Gemini-ruled body parts, which may benefit from stretching exercises. Breathing techniques would be especially helpful for managing the intensified mental activity you're experiencing. A fascinating aspect of today's chart involves Uranus in Gemini, continuing its transit through your first house of identity and self-expression. This longer-term influence is gradually revolutionizing your self-concept and personal expression. Today's configurations may bring unexpected personal revelations that help you align more authentically with your true self, possibly breaking free from outdated perceptions others have placed upon you. Meanwhile, Saturn retrograde in Pisces brings a reflective energy regarding career structures and long-term ambitions. You might find yourself reconsidering professional hierarchies or your approach to authority figures. This isn't necessarily negative. This introspection can lead to more thoughtful positioning of yourself within organizational structures. The primary challenge today involves potential mental scatteredness. So many ideas and conversations may compete for your attention that focusing on priorities becomes difficult. To navigate this, try setting clear intentions in the morning and prioritize your most important intellectual tasks during early hours when your mental clarity peaks. Your social connections shine brilliantly today. The Aquarius moon activates your house of friendships, creating a natural inclination toward gathering with like-minded individuals. You'll likely find yourself at the center of group conversations, possibly mediating discussions or distributing information. Virtual connections are especially favored, with technology-based communications flowing smoothly. A friend may introduce you to a new intellectual interest or social cause that resonates deeply with your values. This particular day presents significant opportunities for personal development through expanding your knowledge base and refining your communication techniques. The Mercury-Jupiter trine creates perfect conditions for learning, teaching, or publishing your ideas. Consider starting that blog, podcast, or writing project you've been contemplating. Cosmic conditions support the effective transmission of your unique perspective. On June 6, 2025, your fortunate colors include silver, light blue, and purple, particularly effective for communication-enhancing environments or attire. Lucky numbers resonate with Mercury's position. 5, 14, and 23 carry special significance today. Beneficial gemstones include blue lace agate to enhance diplomatic communication and aquamarine to deepen intuitive connections while maintaining mental clarity. The conversations and connections generated today have potential to develop into significant projects or relationships extending through the remainder of 2025. Pay particular attention to information received regarding educational opportunities, publishing prospects, or travel possibilities, as Jupiter's influence suggests expansion in these areas continues through the year. Your mantra for today: I communicate with clarity and purpose, receiving information that serves my highest good and sharing wisdom that benefits others. My adaptable nature allows me to navigate all situations with grace and intelligence. As the day concludes, take time to journal the insights you've gathered. The seeds of intellectual growth planted now may blossom fully by December, when Jupiter changes signs. Your natural adaptability allows you to make the most of today's dynamic energies, dear Gemini, connecting different concepts and people in surprisingly meaningful ways. Trust your intellectual instincts while allowing your emotional intelligence to guide your interactions, and you'll find this day brings rewards that extend far beyond momentary pleasure into long-term growth and opportunity. On June 6, 2025, Gemini natives find themselves at a cosmic crossroads with several significant planetary positions influencing their chart. The Sun continues its journey through your sign, illuminating your core essence and bringing vitality to your personal endeavors. This solar energy amplifies your natural communicative abilities and mental agility, making this an intellectually stimulating time. Mercury, your ruling planet, is currently positioned in Cáncer, creating an interesting dynamic for you. While Mercury in Cáncer typically slows down your rapid-fire thought processes, today it forms a harmonious sextile with Uranus in Taurus, sparking unexpected insights and innovative ideas. This configuration suggests that your intuition will be particularly heightened, allowing you to perceive emotional undertones in communication that you might typically overlook. The moon is transiting through Scorpio today, forming a quincunx aspect to your sun sign. This creates a subtle tension between your intellectual approach and deeper emotional currents. You may find yourself navigating between rational analysis and intuitive understanding, particularly in matters requiring both logical and emotional intelligence. Venus is currently in Leo, casting a vibrant trine to your sign. This favorable aspect enhances your charm and social appeal. Your words carry additional weight and magnetism today, making this an excellent time for any presentations, important conversations, or creative endeavors that require verbal finesse. Mars in Pisces forms a challenging square to your sign, which could manifest as a disconnect between your actions and your thoughts. While your mind races with ideas and plans, there may be a hesitation to implement them directly. This energy requires conscious integration. Take time to align your mental processes with your physical movements to avoid scattered efforts. Jupiter, currently in Virgo, forms a tense opposition to your sign. This configuration brings opportunities for growth through relationships and partnerships, though not without some friction. You may encounter perspectives that challenge your worldview, ultimately leading to expansion if you remain open to different viewpoints. Saturn, still in its journey through Pisces, continues to form a challenging square to your sign. This aspect has been testing your communication structures and asking you to develop more discipline in how you express yourself. Today, this influence is particularly pronounced as Saturn forms a conjunction with Neptune, also in Pisces. This rare alignment asks you to bring structure to your dreams and concrete form to your imaginative ideas. Uranus in Taurus maintains its sextile with your sign, continuing to provide opportunities for unexpected breakthroughs, particularly in matters related to resources, values, and talents. The sextile aspect offers these insights without the disruptive quality that Uranus sometimes brings, making it easier to integrate new awareness. Neptune, as mentioned, conjoins with Saturn in Pisces, creating a powerful square to your sign. This aspect brings a blend of structure and dissolution, reality and imagination. For Geminis, this manifests primarily in your communication sector, where you may find yourself needing to discern between fact and fiction, between practical communication and idealistic expression. Pluto, having recently re-entered Aquarius, forms a favorable trine to your sign. This supportive aspect empowers your intellectual pursuits and strengthens your role within community and group settings. Transformative conversations and exchanges of ideas are highlighted under this influence. The North Node in Aries continues to encourage your independent thought and pioneering communication style, while the South Node in Libra reminds you not to lose yourself entirely in relationships and the opinions of others. It's worth noting that Mercury, your ruling planet, is not retrograde today, which supports clear communication and forward momentum in your projects and plans. However, it is approaching the shadow phase of its next retrograde cycle, suggesting that you should begin wrapping up communication-intensive projects and securing important agreements over the coming weeks. The overall planetary picture for Gemini today is one of intellectual stimulation coupled with emotional awareness. The multiple aspects to your sign suggest a day of varied energies requiring integration and balance. Your natural adaptability serves you well under these complex cosmic conditions. The sextile between Mercury and Uranus particularly favors technological communication, innovative problem-solving, and unexpected insights. Don't dismiss unusual ideas or unexpected inspirations today. They may contain the seeds of something truly revolutionary. The Saturn-Neptune conjunction squares your sign from Pisces, bringing questions about the boundaries between reality and imagination in your communication style. This aspect asks you to find the middle path between structure and flow, between concrete expression and imaginative language. As the day progresses, the moon in Scorpio deepens emotional awareness, potentially bringing hidden information to light. For Geminis, this could manifest as discovering the emotional subtext behind someone's words or recognizing your own deeper motivations for certain communications. June 6, 2025 presents a fascinating communication landscape for you, Gemini. Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a powerful trine with Uranus, igniting your mind with brilliant ideas and unexpected insights. This alignment creates an electric quality to your thoughts and words today, making it an exceptional day for innovative thinking and expressing unconventional ideas. Your natural eloquence is amplified, with words flowing effortlessly and persuasively. The moon in Aquarius forms a harmonious air trine with your sun sign, further enhancing your intellectual agility and social connectivity. This creates a perfect atmosphere for group discussions, brainstorming sessions, or presenting ideas to teams. There's a certain sparkle to your communication style today that draws others in, making them eager to hear what you have to say. Venus, positioned in your third house of communication, adds a layer of charm and diplomacy to your interactions. You'll find yourself naturally able to smooth over any potential misunderstandings with grace and tact. This placement is particularly beneficial for negotiations, mediations, or any situation requiring you to bridge different perspectives. Mars in Libra creates some dynamic tension with your natural communication style. While you typically prefer fast-paced exchanges of information, Mars is encouraging you to consider balance and fairness in your communications. You might need to slow down and ensure all parties feel heard, even if it tests your patience. This isn't a limitation, but rather an opportunity to develop greater depth in your interactions. Jupiter's expansive energy influences your fifth house of self-expression, amplifying your creative communication abilities. Your storytelling is particularly compelling today, making this an excellent time for writing, public speaking, or creating content. Ideas that have been percolating in your mind can now find their perfect expression through whatever medium you choose. Saturn's position suggests some delays or challenges with technology-based communication. Back up important documents, double-check emails before sending, and perhaps avoid relying too heavily on digital platforms for crucial conversations. This isn't meant to create obstacles, but rather to ensure your brilliant ideas are protected and properly conveyed. Neptune's influence brings a dreamy, intuitive quality to your thinking. You may receive flashes of insight that seem to come from nowhere. Pay attention to these. Your intuition about what others need to hear is particularly strong today, allowing you to tap into subtext and unspoken needs in conversation. Pluto's transformative energy touches your eighth house, adding psychological depth to your communications. You're able to cut through superficial chat and address more meaningful topics. This makes the day particularly powerful for therapeutic conversations, deep discussions with loved ones, or addressing issues you've previously avoided. The North Node's position suggests that growth comes through balancing your natural information-gathering tendencies with the courage to formulate and stand by your own opinions. Don't just be a conduit for information today, synthesize it and share your unique perspective. For optimal communication today, the morning hours between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. offer the clearest mental energy as Mercury aligns most favorably with the Sun. This is the ideal time for important presentations, difficult conversations, or creative writing sessions. The evening after 7 p.m. brings a more reflective quality that's perfect for journaling, planning tomorrow's communication strategy, or engaging in meaningful one-on-one conversations. In social settings, you'll find yourself being the connector, effortlessly linking people with common interests. Your wit is especially sharp today, making you the life of any gathering. Just be mindful of a tendency to speak over others in your excitement. The planetary alignment increases your verbal enthusiasm, which could occasionally overwhelm quieter personalities. The aspects today also suggest that you may receive news or information that changes your perspective or plans. Stay flexible and view these changes as redirections rather than disruptions. Your adaptability is one of your greatest strengths, and today calls for embracing the unexpected in communication. For those working in media, writing, teaching, or sales, this is a particularly productive day as Mercury's positioning amplifies your natural talents. New opportunities may arise through conversations that seem casual at first, but contain seeds of future collaboration. Challenging aspects between Mercury and Neptune suggest being cautious about potentially confusing communications or misunderstandings. Double-check important details and be explicit rather than assuming others follow your mental leaps. This is especially important in written communication, where tone can be misconstrued. June 6, 2025, presents a fascinating financial landscape for Gemini natives. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a trine aspect to Jupiter in Libra, your natural communication abilities become powerful money-making tools. This alignment particularly favors negotiations, contracts, and verbal agreements, all areas where your quick wit gives you a distinct advantage. Consider scheduling important financial discussions during the mid-morning hours when this aspect is strongest. The moon in Aquarius activates your ninth house of expansion, creating an unusual window for income through foreign connections, educational pursuits, or publishing ventures. If you've been contemplating investments in technology, particularly communications technology or social media platforms, today's energy supports these initiatives. Look especially at companies innovating in collaborative software or virtual reality spaces, as these align perfectly with the day's celestial blueprint. Venus in Cáncer occupies your second house of personal finances, softening your approach to money matters. While this placement encourages nurturing your resources, it may also tempt you toward emotional spending. Be mindful of purchases made from a place of nostalgia or comfort seeking today. Instead, channel this energy into investments that provide both security and growth potential, particularly those related to home, food, or wellness industries. A challenging square between Mars and Saturn suggests potential friction between your innovative financial ideas and established structures. You may encounter resistance from traditional financial institutions or conservative business partners. Don't force your agenda. Instead, use your characteristic adaptability to find creative workarounds. This aspect actually offers a hidden opportunity to refine your financial strategies and make them more practical and sustainable. Uranus in Gemini continues its multi-year transit through your sign, bringing unexpected financial revelations. Today specifically, you might receive surprising information about a potential side hustle or passive income stream that perfectly matches your versatile skill set. Pay attention to seemingly random conversations. They could contain valuable financial intelligence. Digital currencies and alternative payment systems also receive favorable aspects today, making it an excellent time to diversify your portfolio if you're already active in these spaces. The Sun-Neptune sextile illuminates your career sector, blurring the lines between your professional ambitions and financial aspirations. This is an ideal day to visualize your financial future with greater clarity and imagination. Consider setting aside time for creating a vision board or writing detailed financial affirmations. The universe responds particularly well to Gemini's intentions under this influence. For Geminis working in media, writing, teaching, or consulting, unexpected financial opportunities may arrive through former colleagues or connections you'd assumed were dormant. The afternoon hours activate your network in surprising ways, potentially leading to lucrative referrals or project offers. Keep your professional profiles updated and remain visible in industry forums or social media platforms. Your financial intuition is heightened today, allowing you to sense which opportunities have substantial potential beneath their surface presentation. Trust these instincts, particularly regarding investments or business partnerships that involve multiple streams of income or diversified revenue models. These complex structures align well with your natural ability to juggle multiple considerations simultaneously. The position of Chiron suggests healing around money blocks related to self-worth. If you've undercharged for your services or hesitated to negotiate better compensation, today's energy supports breaking through these limitations. Consider reviewing your fee structures or salary expectations with fresh confidence. Toward evening, a Mercury-Pluto aspect deepens your financial perception, making this an excellent time for research into investments or financial planning that requires penetrating insight. You might uncover hidden costs in current arrangements or identify tax advantages you hadn't previously recognized. This placement particularly favors investigation into joint financial matters, loans, or shared resources. Overall, June 6th offers Gemini natives a day of significant financial potential, particularly through leveraging your natural gifts of communication, networking, and mental agility. The stars align to reward quick thinking and adaptability in financial matters, qualities that come naturally to your sign. While there may be some structural resistance to navigate, your ability to see multiple angles simultaneously gives you a distinct advantage in identifying profitable opportunities that others might miss. June 6th, 2025 brings an exceptional planetary alignment for Geminis, with multiple fortunate areas glowing with potential. First and foremost, with the Sun still firmly in your sign and forming a harmonious trine with Jupiter in Libra, your personal projects receive cosmic blessings. This is one of those days when your natural talents aren't just visible, they're practically luminous. Your ruling planet Mercury forms a delightful sextile with Venus, making communication not just easy but potentially profitable. If you've been waiting for the right moment to pitch an idea, request a raise, or showcase your talents, the universe is practically installing a spotlight above your head today. The third house of communication receives particular blessings, making this an outstanding day for presentations, important conversations, and getting your message across to anyone who needs to hear it. Neptune's influence from Aries ignites your 11th house of networking and future goals, creating surprising connections that seem almost fated. Pay special attention to any chance encounters around midday. What might seem like random meetings could evolve into meaningful collaborations or friendships that support your long-term ambitions. Financial fortunate areas appear particularly strong with Uranus in your sign, forming a productive aspect with Venus. Unexpected monetary opportunities may arise, especially through creative ventures or social connections. This is not the day to stay home. Fortune favors Geminis who circulate and share their ideas freely. Your intellectual abilities are your greatest fortune today. Your mind is exceptionally quick, and solutions to complex problems will seem to materialize with unusual clarity. Those working in media, technology, education, or communications fields will find particular favor. The moon in Aquarius illuminates your 9th house of higher learning and exploration, suggesting that educational pursuits or anything that expands your horizons will be especially rewarding. This could manifest as a fortunate connection with someone from another culture, an opportunity to travel, or gaining access to knowledge that significantly advances your position. The day's most fortunate hours fall between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m., when the moon's trine with Mercury peaks, enhancing your already formidable communication skills. Any conversations, negotiations, or written work during this window carries an extra measure of good fortune. For Geminis seeking romance, Venus casts a beautiful aspect to your 5th house of pleasure and romance, suggesting that creative date ideas or social gatherings could lead to meaningful connections. Existing relationships benefit from a playful, intellectual rapport that reminds you why you connected in the first place. Your home environment also receives beneficial energy today. Spending some time reorganizing or beautifying your space could create a foundation for future good fortune, as Saturn forms a supportive aspect to your 4th house of home and foundations. The color silver carries particular luck for you today, as does carrying or wearing moonstone or clear quartz to amplify your already enhanced mental clarity. Numerologically, the number 5 resonates strongly with today's energy for Geminis. Keep an eye out for this number, as it may signal fortunate opportunities or choices. Your most fortunate social connections today will come through intellectual pursuits or shared interests rather than purely professional networking. A book club, class, workshop, or community event could introduce you to someone who opens important doors for you in the future. Above all, your most fortunate area today is embracing your authentic Gemini nature. Your curiosity, adaptability, and intellectual approach to life are perfectly aligned with the cosmic energies. Those who appreciate your quick mind and versatile nature will be drawn to you, creating a virtuous cycle of opportunity and connection. The North Node's position suggests that your greatest fortune comes not from playing it safe, but from boldly sharing your unique perspectives and embracing the multiplicity that makes Gemini such a fascinating sign. Trust your instincts about which opportunities to pursue. Your intuition is particularly attuned today, especially regarding matters of personal expression and creative collaboration. June 6, 2025 brings a fascinating social landscape for Gemini natives as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in your communication sector. This powerful alignment heightens your natural charm and verbal dexterity, making this an exceptional day for meaningful social interactions. Your words carry extra weight today, resonating deeply with others and creating opportunities for profound connections. With Venus positioned in your house of friendships, there's a beautiful flow of energy surrounding your social circle. Existing relationships feel more nurturing and supportive than usual, while new connections seem to materialize with surprising ease. Pay